Will the audience please rise?
By the powers vested in me, I hereby constitute this graduation ceremony of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology.
You may be seated.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Molweni, goeiemiddag. Before we begin the ceremony, can we join together in a moment's silence for private prayer and meditation? Acting Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Nhlapo, distinguished guests, members of staff, parents, friends, and most important of all, you, our graduates. Good afternoon and welcome on this very joyous occasion at which we celebrate the success of all those who will be graduating today. This is a very special day for all of you. It represents the culmination of years of study, hard work, and sacrifice. Sacrifices not only on the part of you, the graduates, but also of parents, partners, and family members who provided financial and moral support throughout your years of study. So this ceremony represents a celebration of a collective effort of all who contributed to your achievement. Today we are awarding 989 diplomas and degrees at 2 graduation ceremonies on our Bellville campus. At these ceremonies, we are awarding 42 master's degrees and 7 doctorate degrees. We introduced the September graduation ceremonies at CPUT for the first time in 2008. These ceremonies are primarily aimed at students who complete their program of study at the end of the first semester, or at postgraduate students who submit their theses after the deadline for the graduation in April. At this afternoon's ceremony, we will be conferring qualifications on candidates in the Faculty of Engineering, a faculty that has made great strides in advancing research and innovation at the institution. At the 7 research niche areas at the institution funded by the National Research Foundation, 4 are in engineering. The faculty has established a number of research centers, such as the Center for Instrumentation Research, the Flow Process Research Center, the Advanced Manufacturing Technology Laboratory, and the Center for Substation Automation, which are actively engaged in commissioned work and contract research and in promoting our technology transfer agenda. The faculty has also initiated a postgraduate program in satellite engineering with strong international partnerships and with the support of the Department of Science and Technology, and launched the continent's first nanosatellite in November 2013. More recently, the African Union has asked CPUT to host the Pan-African University Space Science Institute, which will elevate the university as the primary hub for training and research in space science across the continent. The faculty has also received substantial funding to establish the South African Renewable Energy Technology Center, SARATEC, which is set to become the locus for training in renewable energy in the Southern African region. The Cape Peninsula University of Technology is currently the largest university in the Western Cape, with over 34,000 students, including a strong contingent of international students representing more than 70 countries across the globe. Our vision is to be at the heart of technology and education and innovation in Africa, and we believe that through technology and innovation, we will be able to address critical issues relating to economic and social development, both in this region and nationally. As alumni of this institution, we hope that you will commit to this vision. Many of you will go on to occupy influential positions in commerce, in industry, and in the public sector. But we sincerely hope that you will not forget the communities from which you come. We hope that you will use your special skills and your influence to put something back into those communities and to help contribute to their development. Together we hope that you will help us realize our goal of creating futures, not only for our students, but for broader society as well. We hope that you will continue to support this institution and that your further professional development will take place here. With the rapid pace of technological change, it will become imperative that you continue to upgrade your knowledge and skills on a regular basis. And we hope that we at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology will have a role to play in your lifelong learning. We know that our alumni are our greatest ambassadors, and that is why your success is so important to us. We are proud of what you have achieved thus far and sincerely hope that we have helped to place you on a trajectory that will lead you to even greater successes in the future. Congratulations once again on your fine achievements. We salute you as graduates of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology and wish you continued success and everything of the best for the future. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer diplomas and degrees within the Faculty of Engineering on the following candidates.
By the authority vested in me, the diplomas and degrees will be awarded to the candidate as presented to me.
Some of the candidates will be receiving their degrees or diplomas cum laude. I need to inform you what the definition of cum laude is. It's a candidate who passed all the subjects of the qualification at the first attempt, obtained an average of 75% in all the courses of the qualification, and an average of 75% in the final level subjects. For the National Diploma in Building, Monyani Mukaki. Nziboni Ntenkwa. For the National Diploma in Cartography, GISC, Janine Annette Absalom. Mandisa Benya. For the National Diploma Engineering Chemical, Muhammad Yusri Ajam. Sikona Mercy Billy. Kyle Houston Sister. Sifamandla Owen Dokolwana. Sisanda Duna. Lusanda Prudence Dionasi. Pumiza Akona Diosile. Sinovoyo Ana Nglanka. Zamumzi Konise. Kaskala Fabienne Monga. Lamla Kawuli. Sibongile Kopana. Sibusiso Kopman. Mulamba Lukusa. Lehlongonolo Mayanma. Sumaya Marcus. Mayemu Matobo. Kanya Mbandya. Lizwi Mbewu. Bienvenu Mboni. Afiwe Elvis Mshlonyani. Mphu Mukati. Rose Boitemelo Motiba. Okule Nkwama. Wongiwe Njoli. Sinazu Nkuku. Everal Ncha. Vuyu Pango. Matomi Tabang Pohotona. Denzel Alberto Rhodes. Otsili Johnson Tabani. Afelele Banisi. Yolanda Tolamu. Sifukazi Tumela. Brenton Mark Trantral. Lona Zephania Abbott Uyada. Sigle Zenani. For the National Diploma Engineering Civil, Ridwan Adam. Isabel Marie Alberts. Keegan Bruce Anderson. Larnell Apollos. Dewald Johan Barnard. Aviwe Bokwe. Gori Conrad. Justin de Jager. Vaudien Diergaard. Jumaine Eksteen. Darian Lorenzo February. Diane Gardner. Glenville Hartzenberg. Luandu Lalukana. Sesecha Lomela. Tertia Brumilda Langeveld. Sergio Mitchley Lapperts. Koketso Princess Legoka. Mandisa Lungile. Saksumi Absalon Magazi. Loyisu Makapela. Nandifa Makamba. Makroncho Nkolo Manyuka. Akona Maseku. Miller Glenrose Mavangwa. Mzwabantu Mayakisu. Abongile Innocent Mazaleni. Christopher Boutram Milo. Sherman Stefan Miller. Sife Mnyamana. Lebuchang Josias Moloro. Nwabisa Msizi. Sive Oko Mchingana. Chilitsi Luatsi. Nompendulo Mangala. Tubeka Nohia. Ashwin Charlton Alverno Peterson. Diego Shane Pregnulatu. Buntu Rubushana. Stefan Jacques Saal. Pumlani Innocent Sangweni. Anston Hadwin Sedeman. Msizi Calvin Sitole. Sermon Slamat. Lucanio Tokwe. Keenan Lorenzo Uppington. Carl van der Merwe. Christoffel Johannes van Niekerk. Balikan Alpheus Wuma. Neville Reginald Sifo Williams. Bernadine Bernadette Wilson. Anthea Monique Witboy. For the National Diploma Engineering Computer Systems, Manuel Maya Lopez. Anne Mabun Kuom. Elvin Muala. For the National Diploma Engineering Computer Systems, Gilson Jorge de Lima Pereira. For the National Diploma Engineering Electrical, Aquila Adonis. Simon Biso. Olwetu Kevin Dante. Dian Dutoy. Siambonga Diasi. Sandile Diomana. Stefan Isidor Fuafua Mana. Irenei Iradukunda. Morris Manola Gianni. Sifumezi Jukasi. Ludwig Jolingwenya. Kombela Joel Kapinga. Sonwabile Kumalu. Arnold Severin Koyemusu. Tian Krause. Mabatu Matugegu Mairi Maria Leburu. Salome Cholofelu Leragane. Shadrach Ntwambwe Lubamba. Fizili Medikizela. Sandile Rebecca Modubedubi. Lebohang Richard Manti. Zinfle Trudy Matsani. Makabongwe Mayambela. Mzuvukile Wunakele Mbalo. Mqeba Tyron Mdliana. Marlene Ayolander Suzarte de Mendonça. Mtombomzi Mka. Emang Mueti. Justine Leone Musondi Bikumu. Jude Bovic Movanya Bubanga. Luea Mputu. Dumisani Mkuwana. Sonto Shlonipile Msimangu. Unati Mtoti. Bombakili Mchakazana. Bob Mukonde. Tudani Keith Mutiva. Mandilaki Miyataza. Pomwene Pena Nakapunda. Pindulano Nechishive. Mark Ntuba Ngongo. Tulani Ngubani. Mishak Lutandu Tembaletu Nkalichana. Kasi Norel Nkulu. Paulai Irene Nsalo Chana. Tembalani Ngiwa. Amanda Ntantisu. Asive Sydney Poswayo. Mulenda David Nialenge. Shri Raj Rapiti. Wade Benjamin Rezant. Robert William Robinson. Akib Safedin. Masite Seheri. Onaleno Romeo Sefoti. Gonse Sethosa. Nomtandasu Samantha Siku. Nonzunzo Tanchis. Siabonga Tsani. Ndimengwenda Everardes Chivoro. Letitia Conde Vasiala. For the National Diploma Engineering Industrial, Tyrone Terence Daniels. Masibulele Lucas Dokolwana. Mzonto Sundu Zanukuhle Jacob. Mpu Letlalo. Katuchelu Manu. Welcome, Nkosi Sifile Mahlalela. Mudzunga Makungu. Dineo Faladi Malaka. Siamtela Mbelekane. Mark Nassis Mbofu Konobantu. Maggie Makatsing Leratu Moeti. Jose Mwepu Ngoi. Lutandu Nobevo. Sisanda Nododile. Muyahabu Matthews Puku. Wandile Pula. Fusani Mandra Racha Shishuka. Muhammad Junaid Samai. Adderley Victor Sampson. Lindu Kugle Amanda Senguayo. Mawande Skibi. Tokozani Zita. For the National Diploma, Engineering, Mechanical, Marine Engineering, Ermelindo Jose Pereira. Tabang Edwin Tladi. For the National Diploma, Engineering, Mechanical, MD Alamin. Pumlisa Barnes. Papi Bienvenu Kihahi. Jeandre Blignout. Asser Nelson Boyce. Christopher Romano Botha. Heinrich Michael Botha. Dirk Bouwer. Keenan John Klute. Ross John Sam Drogemoller. Elixon Wilfred Dury. Cornelis Efting. Aisha Isaac. Luyanda Vincent George. Sinalu Gokweni. Lauren Gosling. Munib Hendricks. Tisetsu Dominica Schlaoli. Franco Ethel Hoots. Shahid Israel. Nomfundo Faith Kakaza. Raish Kamish. Muzikayise Mudasi Kumalu. Hanau Kriel. Sean Greer. Tulani Innocent Lubisi. Lulengu Curtis Madlala. Mompati Mafora. Nokotulu Caroline Malisa. Slumelo McDowell Villa Manganyi. Pulelani Makwakwa. Perfection Kutani Maringa. Palisa Matli. Sipukolo Mbalu. Mtokozise Mbele. Atini Mbusi. Marlon Ryan Burke. Devon Lee McCarthy. Malaratu Mesheki. Kanyisile Desiree Mkabela. Tabu Mohlomi. Mogorochi Sheridensius Mosalanyani. Terina Moster. Sivuyile Mpoku. Bambelela Mpulu. Niani Molovetsi. Lungiswa Bianca Miyeku. Sinetemba Mzakaza. Leshailen Naidu. Letabu Ndlovu. Annalisa Nzanzeka. Sibongeseni Nkaba. Masonwabe Nomaya. Pierre Wynand Norkie. Eric Nsambimana. Lungile Bekitemba Nchulana. Indefile Nyakaza. Mastaki Poli. Ayabonga Popolo. Sibusisu Pozwa. Kwanele Pumlu. Radipabi. Reboeleng Amanda Radipabi. Katuchelu Rachidana. Matimba Rivisi. Anwar Sekadi. Gomolemo Sebelegi. Charlene Mukudzei Shoniwa. Ola Siepu. Diago Stein. Daniel Theodore Tsapi Tengu. Kululwe Tintelo. Paul Vincent van der Merwe. Clinton James van Reenen. Abraham Hendrik Petrus van Skalkwyk. Ashley Lloyd Williams King. Pumla Mavis Kaba. Julio January Chiponzi. For the National Diploma Engineering Mechanical Mechatronics, Carl Victor Kutzer. Exhaust Dash Prince Gambiki Chetty. Isaac Lombard. Murandeni Mudau. Ria Leboa Edith Serutla. Vusikaya Stali. Blessings Tembo. For the National Diploma in Maritime Studies, Nolundi Mbolambi. Frida Maputi Selepi. For the National Diploma in Surveying, Moises Agostino Cardoso. James Andrew Clift. Sive Gabusa. Wanda Mgidi. Mamela Mpanda. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Cartography, Lerato Florence Luati. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Engineering Chemical, Lumanye Batihi. Keenan Ashley Jefta. Samantha Krause. Rulani Patience Mabunda. Murunwa Jean Mutambi. Apiwe Ndendela. Mdibanisi Vuyani Nkuba. Umsle Unati Swana. Herschel Shogun Swartz. Babalwa Ewana. Edith Lore Yongep Nkwewi. Monga Estelle Yumba. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Engineering Civil Construction Management, Vuyisa Nchingana. Nasifi Taleni. Olwetu Mbuyiseli Zichle. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Engineering Civil, Wanda Fikizolo. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Engineering Civil Urban, Muhammad Ibrahim Ali. Alexandre Werner Bosov. Eben Christian Fourie. Jean Gerber cum laude. Zandile Vanessa Seluani. Willem Johannes Swart. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Engineering Civil Water, Fort Lekua Muhubani. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Engineering Electrical, Arian Barnard. Yonela Bueta. Mari Lo Foka. Boslale Permit Khati. Sipukazi Luzipu. Mukutazi Medichwa. Inga Mbonchane. Barry Richard Vragom. For the Baccalaureus Technologia in Engineering Industrial, Rosetta Emily Reuters. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Engineering Mechanical, Kevin Alfredo Brown. Tabu Koos Buddha. Busiswa Tracy Janchis. Alex Musonzu Kasangela. Jesse James Maduka Makuson. Jul Amor Amaduka Makuson. Stephen Vusmuzi Mashechu. Dakalo Matepe. Yolisa Uko Nangoko Mbekela. Joseph Gerard Mbond. Mashilake Maxwell Mgaguli. Babalwa Sikona Majoli. Tobela Mpayipeli. Gloria Kiriboni Mpukwane. Sanele Likusaselihle Mtembu. Njabulo Robert Mtembu. Nkolo Nancy Nkomombini. Thomas Nortier. Walter Yuri Cavallo dos Reis. Muhammad Ishrat Sabi. Muhammad Nazir Samsudin. Felani Zichle Sidina. Nkebakazi Sichange. Lee Claude van der Linde. For the Baccalaureus Technologia, Engineering, Mechanical, Mechatronics, Mbai Tony Tiam. Mpendulo Siselo Kona. Paulo João Gamboa de Lemos. Tsabiso Shlonela Mbani. Vincenzo Chadrak Kleiven Schneiders. For the Baccalaureus Technologia and Quality, Yolanda Magazi. Anthea Alrida Martin. Sitirelo Masiba. Siabonga Mtanywa. For the Baccalaureus Technologia and Surveying, Zamambu Tobeka Mkize. For the National Diploma Engineering Electrical, Patrick Ndifife Selafins. For the Master of Technology, Engineering Mechanical, with a title, Simulation of a Multi-Stage Forming Process to Investigate Failure in the Formed Part, supervised by Professor Oliver Nicolas Sandisile Koniwe. For the Master of Technology, Engineering Mechanical, with the title, The Effects of Boat Mooring Systems on Squid Egg Beds During Squid Fishing, supervised by Professor Oliver and Professor Roberts, Vutlari Absalom Maluleke. For the Master of Engineering and Quality, with the title The Application of Good Manufacturing Practices as a Quality Approach to Food Safety and Food Manufacturing Establishment in the Western Cape, South Africa, supervised by Prof. Bosman and Ms. Valentine Maxeline B. Ngwa. For the Master of Construction, with the title Causes and Effects of Cost Underestimation on Construction Projects in South Africa, supervised by Dr. Ruben Ndikobuwayo and Dr. Fambaunda Abiodun Emmanuel Awasina. For the Master of Construction, with the title Operational Framework to Settle Contractual Claims in Construction Projects, supervised by Dr. Ruben Ndikobuwayo, Dr. Fambaunda Awad Saad Abdullah Saad. For the Masters of Engineering in Chemical Engineering, with the title Bioxidation of Ferrous Iron at Low Temperature Conditions in a Packed Bed Column Bioreactor, supervised by Professor Ojumu Emmanuel Chinonsu Chukwuchendu. For the Masters of Engineering in Chemical Engineering, with the title The Effect of Initial pH on Surface Properties of Ferric Iron Precipitates Formed During Microbial Oxidation of Ferrous Iron by Leptospirillum and Ferrofilm in a CSTR, supervised by Professor Ojumu Bongowetu Professor Mabusela. For the Master of Technology in Electrical Engineering, with the title The Design and Operation for a Standalone Solar Pathway for Public Park Lighting, supervised by Professor Khan Abdul Rauf Ahmed Aswai Abaid, cum laude. For the Master of Engineering, Electrical Engineering, with the title Condition Monitoring of Squirrel Cage Induction Generators in Wind Turbines, supervised by Dr. Adonis and Dr. Raji, Ian Radcliffe Keuler. For the Master of Engineering, Electrical Engineering, with the title Design and Development of a Fuel Cell Power Supply Unit, supervised by Mr. Groenewald and Professor McPherson, Makani Mwenga, cum laude. For the Masters of Engineering in Electrical Engineering, with the title Mitigating Interference from Switch Mode Power Supplies in Sampling Receivers, supervised by Mr. Wheeler and Dr. van der Merwe, Muammar Slamdin, cum laude. For the Master of Engineering Mechanical, with the title A Solar Assisted High Temperature Refrigeration System for Post-Harvest Pre-Storage Fruit Cooling, supervised by Mr. Kanya Rasuki and Dr. Nema Roy, Fuad Alikani. For the Master of Engineering Mechanical, title A 6-chamber medium to high temperature refrigeration system for laboratory applications, supervised by Mr. Kanyarasuki and Professor Grizagoridis. Beleid Ashur. For the Master of Engineering Mechanical with the title Development and Stabilization of an Unmanned Vertical Takeoff and Landing Technology Demonstrator Platform, supervised by Professor Philander Cyprian Ogona Onochi, cum laude. I would now like to call upon Professor Karabo Untwampi to join me in the front to read the citation for the Doctor of Engineering Chemical that will be awarded to Enoch Akipelo.
Ladies and gentlemen, in front of you I have Enoch Akinpelu. Enoch Akinpelu of Ibadan, Nigeria, researched the application of bioenergetic models and biological stoichiometry to determine the functionality and thermodynamic requirements for cyanide-degrading isolates for Fusarium exosporum EKT01 and 02. Using beta vulgaris, to me and you is beetroot, agro-waste for a system designed for the bioremediation of cyanide-containing wastewater. He determined that the carbon and nitrogen sources were the most influential factors of elemental constituent for the isolate in the bioremediation process designed. However, the respiratory quotient or coefficient was similar irrespective of whether the substrate used is either a refined substrate or a agro-waste. The total Gibbs energy increased steadily over time, and the metabolic rate of the isolate was minimally affected by the cyanide in the cyanidation wastewater. The study showed that the use of waste, particularly agro-waste, in the bioremediation of cyanidation wastewater is as feasible as when you use refined carbon sources. The research will promote the sustainability of gold mining wastewater operations in South Africa. After arriving at CPUT in 2014, Akinpelu has published 8 papers and 1 book chapter. This is after completing his master's degree in record time, which is actually 1 year. In 2015, he pursued his doctoral studies, completing his research in less than 3 years. Sir Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, for the Doctor of Engineering Chemical, for a thesis titled Thermodynamic Study of Biodegradation of Cyanide in Wastewater, supervised by myself, Professor S.K. Ontwambi, and co-supervised by Professor Tunde Ojumo, I present to you Enoch Akinpelu.
For the next candidate, the Doctor of Engineering, Chemical, Lucanio Makutu, I'm again calling on Professor Ntwampe to do the citation.
Ladies and gentlemen, in front of us here we have Lucanio Mekuto, a resident of Brown's Farm in Philippi, Cape Town. Who designed a research study centered on industrial wastewater treatment with a particular focus on free cyanide and thiocyanate biodegradation such that the wastewater could be recycled and reused upstream in mining operations in the country. The scarcity of water reuse within South Africa informed the development of this particular project for water conservation and reuse in the mining sector. However, for the successful implementation of such a process, the underlying research fundamentals needed to be deciphered, and this was demonstrated successfully in this particular research project. In his findings, there is a blueprint of an upscaled process that can actually be used by the mining sector. Lucanio's project also led to the discovery of heterotrophic nitrification and aerobic denitrification microbes. Let me leave it there. A research niche that has gained considerable research interest in wastewater treatment technology globally. To date, Lucanio has published 14 papers after receiving his master's in chemical engineering cum laude in 2014. Last night, he was actually in Bloemfontein, where he received a National Research Foundation of South Africa honors for research excellence for next generation researchers. Let me put this into context. Only 2 doctoral candidates are awarded this honor each year, and this, I think, is a first for CPUT. Lucanio also completed his doctoral studies in less than 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, for a Doctor of Engineering, Chemical, for a thesis titled A Mixed Microbial Community for the Treatment of Free Cyanide and Thiocyanate Containing Wastewater, supervised by myself, Professor S.K. Ntwampe, I present to you Lucanio Mekuto.
For the Doctor of Engineering, Electrical, I call upon the Supervisor, Professor Muhammad Tariq Khan, to read the citation.
Good afternoon. For the Doctor of Engineering Electrical, the candidate Janvier Kamanzi. The title of his thesis was Thermal Electric Solar Power Conversion Panel Development. Janvier Kamanzi grew up in Rwanda and completed his matric diploma, Maths and Physics, at the Lycée Kigali College in 1994. He migrated from there to South Africa and worked at various places, including Rwanda Tel and the Ministry of Education in Rwanda. In South Africa, Janvier completed his BTech at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology in 2012. While studying at Cape Peninsula University of Technology, he also lectured part-time IT electronics and various subjects, and joined the Center of Distributed Power and Electronic Systems to do research in the Department of Electrical Engineering, receiving his Master's of Technology in 2014. He registered for his DTech, his doctorate in engineering in 2014. The subject of his thesis, a thermal electric solar power conversion panel development, has been quite topical. Structural models were first conceived, and then mathematical models developed for both OSM and CSM photovoltaic panel systems for the performance evaluation of this process. The thesis explored the implementation and the exploitation of multi-sided technology and will be important in future developments in renewable energy. Mathematical models were validated and then translated into computer models to study the efficiency of the thermal electric multi-sided technology. It was shown that the OSM PV systems could provide an average increase of 32% in collecting the sunlight as compared to existing flat panel and fixed tilt panels of the same area, while CSM PV panels proved to be more stable and consistent under variable sunlight conditions. A peer-reviewed conference publication and 5 journal articles emanated from the study, of which 3 were Department of Higher Education accredited. I present to you Janvier Kamanzi.
For the Doctor of Engineering and Mechanical Engineering, the candidate Kant Eliab Kanyarasuke. I have the privilege to read the citation. The title, Novel Approaches to Improving Domestic Solar Panel Energy Yields in Sub-Saharan Africa. Kant Eliab Kanyarasuke hails from Kampala, Uganda. He obtained his BSc in Mechanical Engineering at Makerere University and his MSc from the University of Lagos, and a higher diploma in higher education and training from CPUT. He is married, has 4 children, came to South Africa and joined CPUT in 2008 as a lecturer in mechanical engineering. His passion is renewable energy, particularly solar energy, and that was the incentive for his doctorate. He introduced 3 novel ways for optimally harvesting solar energy using flat surface collectors in the sub-Saharan region. Using advanced mathematical modeling, design, and direct experimentation, he established that the 2 azimuthal installation for the solar collector is more appropriate to tropical Africa. His second innovation was in providing a guide for the optimized selection of photovoltaic solar panels for the sub-Saharan region. Thirdly, he designed, tested, and patented a gravity-driven hydromechanical sun tracking mechanism. Output of his doctoral thesis include 1 patent, 5 journal articles, and 6 conference papers. In addition to that, you would have noted that he supervised 2 of the master's candidates that passed the stage today. I hereby present Mr. Vice-Chancellor for the Doctor of Engineering and Mechanical Engineering, Kant Eliab Kanyarosuke.
Mr. Chancellor, I request that you confer in absentia diplomas and degrees on candidates whose names appear on the program but are unable to be with us today.
By the authority vested in me, the diplomas and degrees are hereby awarded to the candidates in absentia.
Okay, we're almost at the end of today's proceedings, and what a wonderful celebration it's been. All that's left for me to do now is to move a vote of thanks to all those who've contributed to the success of the ceremony. But before I do, let's give our graduates one more round of applause. They really do deserve it. First of all, a big thank you to our Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Nhlapo, for presiding over the ceremony in the absence of the Chancellor. As you know, we inaugurated the Chancellor yesterday, and she was busy this morning already at the ceremony, but unfortunately couldn't make it this afternoon. So thanks, Dr. Nhlapo, for standing in. Appreciate it. And then a big thank you to Ifriki Sokeng. I don't know if he's here now, but he gave a wonderful rendition of Nesum Dorma earlier on, and I think that really made this a special occasion for you. So thanks, Ifriki. For those of you who don't know, he's a postdoc student in the faculty at the moment. Not so long ago, he graduated with a doctorate in satellite engineering, and as you can see, he's multi-talented. He can more than hold his own as a professional singer as well. So thanks, Ifriki. And then thanks to Nombolelo, our sign language interpreter, for doing such a good job today and yesterday. At CPUT, we pride ourselves as being a disability-friendly campus, and thanks, Nombolelo, for helping to move us in that direction. Thank you. Thanks also to our sound engineers up there for doing an excellent job once again, not only providing the acoustics for this occasion, but video streaming the entire event, and it's on the internet, accessible to people at home, anywhere else in the country, and globally as well. We know of people abroad that's watching this ceremony. So thanks to our sound engineers. And then thanks also to our lecturing staff for your presence here today and for sharing this very special occasion with your students. I think you'll agree with me that had it not been for their efforts, many of you would probably not be walking over the stage today. So let's give them one round of applause as well. And finally, a big thank you to the staff in academic administration, the support staff, the marketing communication department, security, finance, and for all those who worked in the background, behind the scenes, to ensure that the ceremony was as successful as it was. So thanks, very big thank you to them as well. And now finally, can I ask you all to stand for the national anthem, and thereafter the Chancellor will formally dissolve the congregation.
My task is very easy this evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's just to dissolve the congregation. But before I do, may I ask people on my left and on your right to say thank you to your parents, your guardian, people who have been with you through thick and thin. Can you just say thank you? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. By the powers vested in me, I now dissolve this congregation of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology.